نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. ثم أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. أعاذنا الله وإياكم من النار وما يقرب إليها من قول أو عمل أو اعتقاد. لقد قال الله جل وعلا في كتابه. The Lord mentioned in His book, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةٌ. Verily, verily, only the believers, they are brothers. Only the believers. This word إِنَّمَا in the Arabic language, من أداة الحصر والقصر. It makes something special and makes something also limited. So Allah said, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةٌ. Verily, the believers, they are ikhwah, they are brothers. Meaning that we are brothers one to another. There's Allah mentioned in the Quran, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا اتَّقُوا اللَّهَ حَقَّ تُقَاتِهِ وَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. For you who believe, fear Allah in a manner that He ought to be feared. وَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُؤْمِنُونَ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. And do not die except being in a state of Islam. Do not die except being Muslims. وَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ. This noon in the end is noon of Tawqid al-Faqir. It's a noon that is used for emphasis, the heavy one. وَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ. And do not die إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. Accepting that you are Muslims. Accepting that you are in a state of Islam. How many of our brothers are dying, but the state that they are dying in is in a state other than Islam? How many of our brothers are going out on the streets, begging for the right, for the wrong reasons, and dying in that state? In a state other than Islam. They may be not saying they're not Muslim, they're Muslim. But the state that they're dying, what they're begging for, something haram. How many of our Muslim brothers dying on the blocks doing what, selling drugs, and get killed on the blocks? Is this in a state of Islam? So the state that you are dying in is not in a state of Islam. The state, the Lord mentioned in the Quran, وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. Allah said, وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا. And hold on, all of you all, to the rope of Allah. وَالْروpe of Allah, Abdullah, وَالْكِتَابُ وَالسُنَّةِ, is the Quran and the Sunnah of sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allah said, وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا. And hold on, and cling on. Hold on and cling on to the rope of Allah, all of you all together. Lord mentioned, وَاعْتَصِمُوا وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ بَعْضَكُمْ. And let some of you all hold on to the rope of Allah. La! وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا. And hold on and cling on to the rope of Allah. جَمِيعًا. All of you together. This is how we're supposed to be. وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. Allah said, and do not cause differences among yourselves. وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. And do not cause differences among yourselves. Do not bring things or bring reasons that are going to cause differences between yourselves. Do not do this. وَاذْكُرُوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ عَلَيْكُمْ. And remember the favors of Allah upon you. إِذْ كُنْتُمْ أَعْدَاءً فَأَلَّفَ بَيْنَ قُلُوبِكُمْ. When you all were enemies, فَأَلَّفَ بَيْنَ قُلُوبِكُمْ. And He's the one Allah and bring the harmony between your hearts. Remember when you were enemies? Your enemies outside. Kafir, disbelievers. Going at each other to kill each other. Then what happened? Allah did what? فَأَلَّفَ بَيْنَ قُلُوبِكُمْ. Allah bring this to Allah. Bring this togetherness. Bring this harmony between the hearts. Bring it between the hearts. But with all of this, how far are we willing to go forward and go forward in order to establish the brotherhood of Islam? How far? قال صلى الله عليه وسلم مثل المؤمنين في تواديهم وتعاطفهم وتراحمهم كمثل الجسد. The example of the believers with their love for each other and their sympathy for each other and their mercy for each other كمثل الجسد. It's like an example of the body. مثل المؤمنين, the example of the believers في تواديهم, in their mutual love for each other, loving each other, وتعاطفهم, and their mutual compassion for each other, وتراحمهم, and their mutual mercy for each other. كمثل الجسد, it's an example of a body. All of us see a body. We understand how the body functions. It is like when one organ complains, maybe you got a break hand, maybe your eye is hurting you, maybe your toe is hurting you, maybe your pinky, your small finger is hurting you. If one part complains, the rest of the body, it cries out with awakeness and fever. The rest of the body, do we feel this today with our brotherhood? He said, what? مثل المؤمنين, the example of the believers. Do we feel this for Muslim brothers when something is wrong with them? Do we feel this? Because why he said what? كمثل الجسد. It's like one body. So meaning that if something is wrong with you, I'm supposed to feel it. If something is wrong with me, you're supposed to feel it. Do we feel so today for our Muslim brothers and sisters? Or when something happened to a Muslim brother, we're laughing at him. Or Muslim sisters, we're laughing at her. We know business. We have no care in the world. We don't care. Whatever before the letter business, we don't care. He will mention مثل المؤمنين, the example of the believers. The believers. We have to ask ourselves today, are we just remaining ourselves in the state of Islam, we are the Muslims, rather than trying to raise our ranks to be believers, to be mu'minin, to be believers, and then trying to raise our ranks to be muhsinin, to be the good doers, as if we could pray, as if we actually see the Lord once in a while. Are we trying to strive? What are we doing? The example of the believers. with their love for each other and their compassion for each other and their mercy for each other. Do we show each other love? Do we show each other love? Even if we see our brother is going wrong, do we show him love? Is it time for love? Is it time for hate? قال صلى الله عليه وسلم انصر أخاك ظالما كان مظلوما. Aid your brother, whether it is that he is the oppressor or being oppressed. The Sahabas were astonished. We understand how to aid him when he is being oppressed. How do we aid him when he is oppressing someone? How do we aid him? تأخذ فوق يده فوق يده. Take him فوق يده فوق يده. Take him by his hand. Means stop him. This is when you aid a Muslim brother. When he's doing wrong, when he's doing good, you aid him. Look at what he's doing. When he's doing wrong, you aid him also by doing what? By stopping him. And if you're a Muslim brother, when you're going wrong, you're going the wrong direction, and he's stopping you, he is your brother. The one that will encourage you, he is your enemy. The one who aids you by stopping you. This is the brother you're supposed to love. You're supposed to cherish. You're supposed to honor. Because why? He's only stopping you. Why? Because he don't want the wrath of Allah to come upon you. Because he don't want you to be in hellfire when he's trying to be in paradise. So he's stopping you. Because why? He wants you to be saved from the punishment of the dunya, the grave, and the hellfire. So he's stopping you. But if he's encouraging you in your college, encouraging you in your office, encouraging you in your role, he is not your brother. Even though he may look as if he's standing with you, he's not your brother. He's not your brother. He may look like he's done with you, he's riding with you. He's there with you. He may look so. الأخلاء يومئذ بعضهم لبعض عدو. الأخلاء, close, very close, knitted companions. On that day, the day of judgment, they are going to be enemies to each other. Enemies to each other. Lord mention what? إِلَّا مُتَّقُونَ. Except those who have taqwa, those who fear Allah Jalla wa Ala. Those who fear Allah Jalla wa Ala. How do you have taqwa? By doing whatever Allah has commanded and abstaining from His prohibition. This is what you have taqwa. You're placing the barrier between you and Allah's punishment by doing His commands and staying from His prohibition. These people who are doing this, these brothers who are doing this, they are going to be together. But those who are upon the evil in the dunya, Allah mentioned what? بَعْضُهُمْ لِبَعْضٍ عَدُوٌّ. They are going to be enemies to each other. Ya Allah, he was doing so and so. Ya Allah, he was doing so and so. Ya Allah, he was encouraging me in so and so. Ya Allah, he was aiding me in so and so. Ya Allah, enemies. In this dunya, you're riding, moving on our evil, treading upon our evil, be together, strong, as my body, kill or be killed, he's with me. Now, in this dunya, I didn't mention it, it's Allah who said it. Yawm al-Qiyamah, the day when you're looking forward for the mercy of Allah Jalla wa Ala, both of you are going to be enemies to each other. I didn't mention it, it's Allah Jalla wa Ala. So if you think that the one who is with you in this dunya, encouraging you, aiding you, supporting you upon your haram, upon your wrong, and believing, and Yawm al-Qiyamah, you're not going to be friends, you're going to be enemies. Where do you want to be friends? The best one. And in the Akhirah, would you love to see your Muslim brothers the same way that you all gather here today for Yom Jum'ah for Jum'ah? Would you love to see all of you all together in Yom Qiyamah, enter into the paradise together? You would love to see this? You would love to see this? If you would love to see this, then something is wrong with your heart. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر الله لي ولكم سائر المسلمين. إن الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده. Now, so the example of the believers with their love for each other and their compassion for each other and their mercy for each other is like one body. It's like one body. إنما المؤمنون إخوة. Verily the believers, they are brothers. المؤمن كالبنيان. Prophet said, the believer to not a believer is like a building. What is building? The kind of examples the messenger of Allah gives for us. Simple examples that we can understand. Nothing difficult like going to the Father, going to the Son, going to the Holy Ghost, and 3 and 1 and 1 and 3 and 4 kind of madness, and even the asas in the foundation of the religion, they are confused. That made it easy for us to understand. The believer, not a believer, Kalbunyan is like a building. We know what a building is made up of. You watch in front of you here. It's made up of cement. It's made up of steel. It's made up of mortar. It's made up of concrete. All of these things, they come together to what? To cement and make something firm and strong. Why it is we can sit standing up here and sitting down here and below has what pillars? Because it is cemented, it is firm and strong. This is the manner we're supposed to be. In each other, the brick. The foundation is in the what? The brick. The brick is on top of it. The brick, the mortar is in the brick, also the plaster to keep it together. The steel is being cast to take the weight to the foundation. It's in each other. The roof is also in the building. We are supposed to be like the building. All of us here, like a building, strengthening each other, firming up each other, keeping each other shoulder to shoulder. Look when we stand for a prayer, shoulder to shoulder, feet to feet. That's like the innovators. Far apart, shoulders far apart, feet far apart. You put your feet next to their feet, you put it away. La. We learn from the way of how the messengers, and his companions, how they prayed. You have the example of them. That they will stand feet to feet, shoulder to shoulder, ankle to ankle. One narration said, I'm not mentioned, knee to knee. How? This is what they used to stand. This is what they used to stand. This is how we're supposed to be. Like a building for each other. But then how can we be a building when it is that our aqeedah firstly is not intact? Our aqeedah, our Islamic belief is not intact. And this is the greatest foundation to build the foundation. It's the greatest foundation in building a foundation. What? Al-aqeedah, al-aqaid. Your belief. And how in the world are you going to understand this belief if you don't take classes to learn the belief? How? How in the world, if our aqeedah is different, then we are going to be different. We don't have the same aqeedah. If you believe in one thing, and I believe in the next thing, then what's going to happen? We can never mesh. We are going to cause differences between ourselves because our aqeedah is different. And you have many people today which you have to be careful of and beware of when you hear speaking against the Salafi one. Speaking against Salafi. Firstly, what is Salafiyya? Firstly, in the most simple form, a Salafiyya, it is again clinging on to the Quran and to the Sunnah, the Fahmi Salaf al-Salih, with the understanding of the Salaf al-Salih, of the righteous past predecessors. Simple like this. This is Salafiyya. Clinging on to the Quran, clinging on to the Sunnah, not with your understanding. Many people cling and they cling on to the Quran and to the Sunnah. I can hold on to the Quran and Sunnah. Now, بفهم man, with full understanding, with the understanding of some deviance, or with the understanding of their own understanding. But no, we should really are going back to the understanding of the Salaf, who are the Salaf. قال صلى الله عليه وسلم خير القرون قرني. The best generation is my generation. ثم الذين يلونهم, and the generation that came after the Tabi. ثم الذين يلونهم, and the next generation that came after the Atba'at. These two generations. It's known as Al-Qurun Mufaddala, the virtuous generations. These are our Salaf. He said they are the best generation. If they're the best generation who understand Islam the best, then if you read the ayah in the Quran and a hadith, then who are we going to go back to for understanding? The best generation. This is Salafiyah. Simple as this. This is Salafiyah. It's just a similar word that is being used to differentiate between those who are claiming to hold on to the Quran and the Sunnah and those who are really keeping on to the Quran and the Sunnah with the correct understanding of the Salaf. This is the difference. It's a word of distinction because you have Asha Seva. You know Asha, all the innovations. They say what? They are Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. They say this. We are Jama'at al-Tabligh. Those who go off about kind of Sufism in their beliefs and in their Aqidah. They say what? We follow the way of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. They all claim Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Even we also say what? We are Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. We are the people of the Sunnah wal Jama'ah and those who carry upon it. So if all of us just basically Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, leave it like that. And when a person really want to accept Islam and want to true Islam, he doesn't show the good. Why? Everyone is claiming the same Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. But the word Salafi is just used, or Salafiyah, used as a distinction to distinguish those who are truly upon the Quran and upon the Sunnah with understanding of the companions and the second generation. So when you hear people, whether it be on the internet or your own friends, talking against Salafiyah and against the Salafis, beware of them. And then now they start speaking about what? The Markhalis. See that those who follow Sheikh Rabi ibn al-Markhali, those who follow him, they are the Markhalis. I remember someone mentioned also that they are hypocrites. SubhanAllah. Someone who the ulama rate up, even Sheikh al-Albani, rahimahullah. He mentioned that Sheikh Rabi, he is the flag bearer of Jarh wa Ta'deel. The flag bearer of the one who does this disparagement. Meaning, putting people on a balance. Those who have the mistakes and those who are upon the truth. But yes, now, you hear talk about the Markhalis. The same sort of people that they're speaking about. See that they are hypocrites. Beware of them. Anyone in here speaking against the Dawah Salafiyah, against the Salafis, against like Sheikh Rabi and Sheikh Fawzan and these great scholars from Yemen and Saudi and Egypt, speaking against them, those known scholars who are known for their uprightness, speaking against them, beware of them. They are your enemies. Beware of them. Because if they were with you, then they would have been upon the haqq, upon the truth, upon that which the Quran and the Sunnah with the understanding of the Salaf Salih. Beware of them. Beware of them. Watch them carefully. Watch them carefully. Watch them carefully. Whether they are around you or they are far from you, watch them carefully. Anytime they're speaking against this da'wah, against this haqq, because why? The Salafiyah, the Salafiyun, to bring the evidences to support what they see. Not only bring the evidences, but they carry back the evidences, the understanding of the evidences to who? The companions. But those who claim and who speak against Salafiyah, what happened? They may bring evidences for the Quran, and for the Sunnah, with their own understanding or with the understanding of something is guided Sheikh. They wouldn't carry back the understanding to the Salaf. But our Sheikh, they will bring it back. How we understand the religion, they were going to go and bring it back to whom? The companions, and second give the mission to ourselves. We're going to bring it back. This is the difference. You have to understand the difference, brothers and sisters. You get tired. You have to understand the difference of what we are actually upon, or what we are striving to be upon. You're striving to be upon the heart. Let me give you an example. If any one of you are moving together with anyone, it's Abu Khudam. You're moving together with him for years. Then he dies, and someone asks a question. Hey, when Abu Khudam mentioned that he's going to, for example, cut a flick. What did he mention? Someone who doesn't know Abu Khudam, he said that he's going to cut a flick. He means that he's going to get something called a flick, and he will cut it. And someone who was with him, walking with him, be together with him, they say no. What he meant is that he's going to cut a flick, meaning he's going to transact some business. Who are you going to take it from? The one who was never with him, no time, who only heard about him, or you're going to take it from the one who was together with him? Who are you going to take it from? Of course, you will all say the one who was together with him, right through, moving with him, because why? He understood what he meant by cutting off it. And the same thing, how we understand our religion by these fasting and evildoers today who try to translate what Allah mentioned, what the Rasul mentioned, they try to translate for us today, when it is, and we have the Sahaba who were there with the message of Rasulullah, who were there with those who were there with the companions. Or those who were there with the companions. When they explain the Quran and explain the Hadith for us, are we going to take those halal, those arrogant and ignorant ones today who give their own explanation, or are we going to carry our explanation to those who actually walk with the Messenger of Allah? SubhanAllah. This is Salafiyah. It's not a cult. No speaking in Jumma, Muslim speaking in Jumma. It's not a cult. It's not something new. It's the same as you are. It's a word used for differentiation. When they try to make it into this, and they love to do what? They love to speak against the shuyukh who are upright. You always talk about the shuyukh. They love to speak against who? Against the Muslim rulers in Muslim countries. If they're doing their wrong, Allah is going to warn them before they're wrong. But they dwell upon it. Look what this one doing. Look what the Muslims are doing. Look what this one doing. Look what that one doing. Watch what you are doing. You watch about what this one doing and that one doing, or what the sheikh say, or what I say. What you are doing. Huh? What you are doing. You're killing Muslim brother unjustly. Huh? You're going to parties. You're smoking weed. You do all of these things. But you're watching what someone quiet in Saudi doing, quiet in Yemen doing, quiet in Egypt doing. This is what you're talking about. This is what your whole day is about. Because why? Remember, when you want to break down a person from following, what you do? You break down that person from following. So you try to disparage and you try to humiliate the shuyukh who are born upright firstly. So you break them down and you try to humiliate them, and you can bring them not upon your falsehood. Misguidance. This is what they're doing. So firstly, that's what's going to cause deviation and separation among the brotherhood is having different aqidah. Secondly, anytime you find that our manhaj, methodology, how do we apply the understanding? How do we apply the Quran and the Sunnah? Anytime we differ concerning this, is problems. Thirdly, anytime we find ourselves engulfed in ma'asi, in disobedience towards Allah Jalla wa Ala, disobeying by night and by day, we are going to find differences. I'll mention about it. يا أيها الذين آمنوا, you who believe, إنما الخمر والميسر والأنصاب والأزلام رجس من عمل الشيطان فاجتنبوه. When you believe, يا أيها الذين آمنوا, you believe, إنما الخمر, verily, intoxicants, والميسر, and gambling, والأنصاب, sacrificing on altars, therefore Allah Jalla wa Ala, والأزلام, and chewing arrows for luck. رجس من عمل الشيطان is an abomination from the actions, the handiworks of the shaitan. فاجتنبوه, and stay away from it. لعلكم تفلحون, or if you want to be successful, for your brother to be successful, stay away from these things. What did I mention? إنما يريد الشيطان أن يوقع بينكم العداوة والبغضاء في الميسر والخمر والميسر. Allah mentioned, إنما يريد الشيطان. Very, the shaitan, he wants to bring between you all what? To throw between you all al-adawa, enemyship, enmity, wal-baghdha, and hatred, في الخمر والميسر. In what? Intoxicants, gambling. ويصدكم عن سبيل الله ويصدكم عن سبيل الله, and to take you away from the path of Allah. وعن الصلاة, and take you away from the salah. فهل أنتم منتهون? Would you not stop? Would you not insist? Have we not seen it? How the khamr, how the intoxicants. And the khamr doesn't just mean alcohol, and we think khamr means alcohol. Intoxicants. Whether it's alcohol, whether it's weed, whether it's cocaine, whatever it may be. Can we see exactly what I mentioned? That what? That is going to bring enmity and hatred between us. Can we see it? Allah mentioned it. Can we see how brothers are willing to kill brothers for what? For the drugs, for the weed, for the cocaine. Kill one another. Can we see how it is that we are causing destruction when we are selling the drugs, you're selling the weed? What happened? Then you're making your own worship another way. You're taking him, as Allah mentioned, you're taking him away from the remembrance of Allah. He's looking in a prayer head to worship Allah. This is what you're doing. Can you see that he's what? You are hitting your brother out from what? Allah mentioned, and it's salah, from pray the salah. Because he cannot pray when he's in that state. You're selling him it. He cannot pray in that state. And every time he smokes, whether it be cooking or weed or drink alcohol, 40 days, his salah will not be answered for. Who is doing this? You're the one who's selling your Muslim brother these drugs. You're the one who's selling the kuffar, the drugs, and they can indeed or Islam. You want to accept Islam as you Muslim, yeah, you're selling the drugs. So you carry them off the path of Allah. You're inviting them to Allah. You say, go off the path of Allah. You tell them, how is this? You're supposed to be a da'i, one who's calling to me of Allah, not one who's driving away from Allah, and driving away from the remembrance of Allah. You're supposed to be a caller to Allah. Not one who's creating destruction. And taking your minds, the human minds, Allah blessed the human with an aql, an intellect, and you were selling something for them to smoke or to sniff, to drink the ummah. I'm going to make them in a different state of mind so they can worship Allah. We pray that will be answered. You need to worship Allah. That will be answered. To think about how many people you have to answer for Yawm al-Qiyamah. Huh? But Allah mentioned, فَهَلْ أَنْتُمْ مُنْتَهُونَ? Are you going to stop? فَهَلْ أَنْتُمْ مُنْتَهُونَ? Are you going to stop? When the companion said this ayah, it said what? It's a hayna, Ya Rabb. It's a hayna. It said what? You have done. You have done. Oh Lord, we have done. All those who were drinking alcohol, and those who were saying, you see what? We have done. They mentioned that the streets were filled with khamr. Immediately. Because why? Allah mentioned exactly what the shaitan wanted to do with these things. They're hearing this. And the end of our ask, are you going to see it? Are you going to desist from it? Are you going to do it? Me what intaho, me what finish. Allah said, but steady move, stay away from it. It is creating destruction. It's much of the brotherhood. It's not going to join the brotherhood. Because why? When you're doing this, then what you're doing now is that you're creating something in me that is like you, which I have all rights to. Because why? First, I'm going to talk to you in a nice manner, speak to you about the evil that you're doing, what wrong you're doing, admonish you. This is the first step. Doing this, knock off. No, speak to you, let you to understand what you're doing is wrong. I speak to you about it. Some people try to say, well, what? You ain't give me nothing, or nobody give me nothing. Allah is the giver, not me, I'm not the giver. Allah is the giver. Or you give me something else for me to look up this. SubhanAllah. Even when a Muslim state, you know what happened to you? You mentioned this about the judge, but the judge didn't give me nothing, your head is gone. In a Muslim state, your head is gone. When Allah made the rules and the laws, whatever that there is permissibility for, He gives the for instance. If it is that you are starved, you're gonna die. The only thing it has to eat is pork. It's pork. In this circumstance, whosoever is forced to without transgression is a transgression. And that means disobedient to Allah. He's forced to. That's what he eat. He's going to die if you don't eat it. How you concession to do what? Eat it. But you will never see no in the Quran or in the Sunnah where concession was given to sell alcohol. Never see nothing like this. Sell water. Go to street, sell water. Okay, can't go on the street because why? Because you know it's Islam on side there, okay? Alright? Do something in your own space. And give someone the ability to carry out the trade. Do something. But don't mess up the brotherhood. Destroy the brotherhood. And destroy people's life. So what you're saying is that I have to destroy people's life for my life, for me to live, for me to live happy and eat and drink good. I have to destroy people's life. I have to hinder people from the remembrance of Allah. I have to hinder people from their salah. I have to hinder people. I have to have people's minds in a certain way, and they can go out there and create mischief and destruction. And I've sent some of them crazy, send them mad, lose their mind totally, walking on the streets naked. That's what I'm doing. So you have to do this because why? I didn't give you a job. Why didn't give you money? He didn't give me nothing. He didn't give me something different to do. What I said, what I do is what to do. This is the reason why. Man al-Khalim, who is al-Khalim? Who is the rich? Who is the one who is all rich? It's Allah who tells the Quran. You take the time to go to him and beg him and to have to touch you in the morning. No, you will still hustle and touch you in the morning. Or you will wake up touch you in the morning to pray for Allah and beg you, Allah, I want to stop this evil. Change my condition. Are you doing this? Oh, what's going to happen? These things we're speaking about is going to break the brotherhood bonds. Destroy the brotherhood. Destroy the brotherhood. The Prophet mentioned what? He said, لا يحل لرجل يبصر فوق أمام أن يحجر أخاه to separate himself from his brother, meaning knock him off. From his brother. فوق ثلاث ليالي. For more than 3 nights. For more than 3 nights. فيؤمن هذا ويؤمن هذا. This one telling me يلتقيان. They meet up, and what happened? This one turn away, that one turn away. No one in Islam, nothing at all. It's happened this one for more than 3. This one turn away, meet up, and that one turn away. No one knows Islam, go to nothing at all. خيرهما, he said, the best of 2 of them. الذي يبدأ بالسلام is the one who begins with Islam. Yeah. This is for what? This is for something that which is this. We may have personal between ourselves. You wrong me, I wrong you. I took the money, I told you I gave back here Thursday, I put 1 pass, I gave back here. Think between ourselves. No more than 3. After 3 days, give a brother the salam. Even if you're not going to trust the money again, no problem. He gave you back, he gave you He gave you the right, no problem, but give him the salam, spread the salam. Give him the salam. But then now, when it comes to the deen, the religion, if someone is doing something that can cause destruction to the religion, then you can do this, meaning don't give salam for more than this until the person rectifies himself. What my evidence for this? We know the narration of Ka'b bin Malik and the others who were with him when they stood away from the battle with no reason. And the messenger of Allah, he knocked them off. And he also told the companions to do what? Lock them off. But after a time, what happened? He told them to leave, Ka'b bin Malik and others, to leave from their wives. So even the wives don't have to put them on them. Leave from their wives. And after 50 days, when Allah revealed that Allah is going to beg Allah for forgiveness, they rectify this, they beg Allah once in a while. Then Allah revealed that He has forgiven them. Then, when Allah gave the revelation to the Prophet, then He started to deal back with them and the companions. They all started opening up, accidentally open arms. Shows what? So when the Muslim brother looks off his evil, what he's upon, then you accept it back in open arms. But if you continue doing that, which is upon the evil, that can cause destruction in the ummah, destruction in the Muslim, destruction upon the brothers and the sisters, then you can lock him off until he rectifies himself. And this is al-Islam, but I don't just put the evidence for you for one, but the Salaf again. That's for myself. We have the example, brothers and sisters. We have the examples. And I wish I could give you many more also. But I don't even normally go so long for Juma. It's just that the need, brothers, we need to come together, brothers and sisters. We need to love each other. We need to have compassion for each other. We need to have this pity and mercy for each other, brothers. We need to have it. You do not be the cause for your brother to lock him off. Don't be it, brothers and sisters. Don't be the cause for your sister to lock him off. Because they will lock you off if you are upright. They will lock you off if you are going around and they speak to you about it with the evidences, and then you lock off that which you do. They will lock you off for this. They will love you for this. But if your aqidah is off, your methodology is off, and you want to disobey Allah, and by night, you open also for the kuffar everywhere, everyone is. And then you want the brother to keep you in close hands. Allah, what did Allah mention? وَتَعَوَنُوا عَلَى الْبِرِّ وَالتَّقْوَى. Support, help each other. البر هو اسم جامع لكل خير. It's a comprehensive word for all good. Eat and support each other, help each other upon all that is good. وَالتَّقْوَى, and piety, and God consciousness, and fear of Allah Ta'ala. وَلَا تَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْإِثْمِ وَالْعُدْوَانِ. And do not aid and support and help each other and if upon sins, وَالْعُدْوَانِ, and transgression. And enmity with each other upon this. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله